Of course.
I love how we just randomly came upon a three-man booth here.
Worked out great.
Yeah. I know, right? This is a stupid question, but do you guys watch their stream? Not the BLN, right?
Correct.
Right?
Their stream.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to verify there.
You're good, bro.
What a Super Bowl, though. The Super Bowl I was just not expecting whatsoever.
Once they actually load up, I'll go ahead and get started. It's live, but we'll get started once they actually ready up.
Should ask, how's your kid doing?
I heard him in the background. I think he's hanging out with CMass. Dan.
What's up?
How did Mac Jones not get superstar, bro?
I don't know, man. I got my tinfoil hat theories, but
Oh my god!
that's just in denial.
What was his average when you calculated it?
5.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl 40 in Better League history with two, I would say, users that we all saw coming. P-Town's Texans taking on Warren's New York Giants. I am your standard host, CMass, with the play-by-play today, and I am joined by two gentlemen, two Super Bowl champions. I think we've got 6 Super Bowls in the booth today, maybe 7 Super Bowls in the booth today. None by me and the rest by everybody else. But first one, not in any specific order, Mr. Daniel Raynon. How you feeling tonight, Daniel?
Oh man, how you doing, CMass? This is great. I can't wait to watch this matchup. Ready to introduce a new man to the Hall of Champions.
Yes, this is 2 brand new users, and I'm also joined by Captain Pyle, our hero. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great, man. It's a good booth we got here tonight. It should be a good matchup. I think we've all been really, waiting for this one, and hopefully it's a good one. It's down the stretch, and we all have a good game to watch here.
I hate to come out the gate toxic
With the depth chart.
How you gonna make the Super Bowl? You don't even have your depth chart set up. I hate to come out the gate that way, but that's P-Town for you, man. That's P-Town, and I love him. I love Warren too. That kid's a dog. I want to start off, Hero. You were just talking. I want to get your thoughts on this game, just overall, and maybe some keys to the game, and then Dan, I'll get with you as well after that.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously having played P-Town in the wild card rounds, he's more known as a passing user. I think there is a little bit of he's a little bit prone to making mistakes every once in a while. So I think for him it's going to be taking care of the ball and sticking to what is his game, which is passing the ball well, and but at the same time, like, can he get Josh Jacobs going on the ground? I think that's going to be key for P-Town.
Dan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, P-Town's I think P-Town's probably been the most impressive user in this first season. I think a lot of people can definitely learn from him in this game, as he's just been the number 1 offense in the league, where offense has been very difficult this Madden, and I really think he's going to win this game. I think
Okay.
P-Town will get his ring, but Warren is going to be tough. Warren's always the most tough hot Madden user, as they all say. So he's going to give him his best game, and I can't wait to watch.
I doubt this is the first time they played. First was a handoff to Jacobs. Now another handoff to Jacobs. Kiwatuno shakes him off there. Able to go ahead and get carried almost for our first down there. A big play by Josh Jacobs, who came to play today, 3rd and 1.
That's a massive broken tackle by Josh Jacobs there. I mean, getting it to 3rd and 1, and in all honesty, typically when you get, when you're about to get tackled behind the line like that, those tackle battles, it's almost like just take the loss of yardage, because it could get even worse. But he decides to fight it and gets the positive yardage there.
3rd and 1, Mills under center, hands it off to Jacobs. They were expecting the run, but they couldn't stop it, although he did lose momentum. And yep, going to be a 4th and 1 coming out the gate. Dan, how aggressive are you? You just going to go ahead and punt it or what?
Yeah, you play field position at this point.
And I literally, as we said that, right? Like literally as we were talking about that, I think he got himself into another tackle battle after he got the first down. So he didn't get the forward progress there.
That's tough because, I mean, you had the first down, but obviously Warren played for that inside run there. He really stacked it up. Only 2 viewers right now. Very disappointing for Super Bowl 40 here. Ben Tennant in the chat. What up, Ben? Says P-Town flexing his ass roster before the game. So, yeah, well, you know what? That just flexes how good of a user he is coming in here with an ass roster. And I was telling Hero yesterday, Dan, that I still think back to that clip of when we all laughed at P-Town when he picked the Texans with his pick. Hand off here to Connor. Connor able to go ahead and get a couple yards there. Didn't have a great game in the NFC Championship game, but did just enough to get here, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, admittedly, that was one of my core memories from Chicago. That was hilarious when we were all laughing at him, but you know what? He's proved all of us wrong. I thought it was hilarious that he was so anxious about that lottery, only to have the number 1 pick be the Texans, which he could have been like the 30th overall pick and he'd get them.
Daniel Jones, shotgun formation. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of pressure from this Texans D. It is going to be handoff to Connor, and then another tackle battle, but he's not able to win that one. So now we're going to go ahead and first 3rd down for this New York Giants team.
Yeah, I don't know if I love what Warren's doing with those cutbacks. We saw that a lot in the NFC Championship game as well, and you know he had Kenny Clark to deal with in the NFC Championship game. But you know, I think he probably has the lane there on the left-hand side behind the guard.
Daniel Jones again, shotgun formation. This is usually DeAndre Hopkins, Kadarius Toney type territory here. He's going to go ahead and drop back. Only a 3-man rush, so he'll have some time. He has his man if he wants it. Hits Hopkins on the inside route. Able to go ahead and get a big first down in this game.
And Hopkins is now superstar dev in the Super Bowl. It looks like he got a little dev progression going into the Super Bowl. Interesting thing to point out here. It is the Toney and Hopkins show by about 40 receptions.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming James Conner's 3rd. Handoff to Connor. He's going to go ahead and then shakes off 1 tackle and then brought down by number 22, and that's Roquan Smith.
Yeah, so looking at the season stats, DeAndre Hopkins, 72 receptions, Kadarius Toney, 71 receptions. The next closest wide receiver, 30 receptions, and that's John Ross.
Wow.
So a heavy dose of Toney and Hopkins today.
Heavy dose, but you know what? It's carrying them all the way to the Super Bowl here. And again, obvious pressure, and I'm not sure you want to be so obvious with a guy who's cerebral like Warren is. Drops back, he recognizes it, throws it upfield. John Ross, if he broke that one, he was gone, but he was brought down there by, I believe, the safety. First down for the Giants.
Yeah, CMass, you pointed out quickly, he was just showing him man coverage, man blitz, cover 0, and Warren just eating that up. You know, if you give a good user like Warren the coverage, it's like has Omaha. He can do whatever he wants.
First, Morty with the 1 in the chat. Appreciate it. Here we go. 1st and 10. Obviously, he's taking his sweet time here to pick a play. I wonder what's going on with the Giants. Maybe making some adjustments here. Gonna have to hurry up and get a play off here. 10 seconds is gonna be tough. Hopefully, there's no motion. 9, 8, and I would just run it up the middle here. That's a Hero CMass special, and you're going to hand it off to Connor. Able to go ahead and go right up the gut, and he's going to be able to go ahead and get a good chunk there, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I think like a lot of the time too, like when you're on defense, you kind of overthink what's going to happen in maybe the passing game, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's just like, oh, a 3-man rush, no one in the box, easy run for like 7 yards.
This formation is usually like an RPO setup for Daniel Jones. He is going to go ahead and hand it off to the running back, Connor. Connor already has more rushing yards than he had in the NFC Championship game with 23 rushing yards, 1st and 10 for the Giants, who are rolling.
You know what's crazy is P-Town's, you know, he's made it this far kind of living by the a little bit of that dollar and dime defense and been very good against the run game. But here early, I mean, Connor's getting some good gains, and you know, let's see how that impacts, you know, P-Town's defensive game plan here.
I personally love seeing those defenses. I just want to feast and just run on them every time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Here. Tight set is usually when he likes to look for DeAndre Hopkins on this out route. There it goes, out to DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. Makes 1 man miss and then brought down by the rookie Stingley. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. The Giants are having a great drive.
Yeah, PA post shot, one of the all-time great gun-type plays. You know, usually it's a deep bomb, but that time Warren, nice little like 20-yard gain for, you know, 1st and goal from the 8.
Interesting setup here on defense here. Daniel Jones is going to make a few adjustments. We got 12 seconds left, 11 seconds left. He is going to get it off, hands it off to Connor, who goes into the gap. And then there is going to be, it looks like a holding play on the New York Giants. That is on the tight end that will be accepted. First and goal from the 18-yard line. The first little speed bump on this drive.
Yeah, maybe the first little incorporation of EA's sim mode, if you will. But outside of that, I mean, it's been a pretty damn good drive so far by Warren. I've been impressed with how he's kind of come out the gates here. It doesn't seem like the nerves are kind of affecting him at all.
Dan, is he doing anything special that you're seeing?
Not really, just playing his own game. People say Warren's very efficient, very careful with the football. It's exactly what he's been doing.
Man's up DeAndre Hopkins. I like that. Drops back. He's got his man underneath. He throws it to Connor. Connor gets it right into manageable second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to pick up those yards. I thought that was a big holding penalty on first and goal from the 8 because it really, it really turns the red zone into the dead zone here on a goal-to-go situation. But Warren, good job picking that up. Now he's got a couple plays from the 8 now.
Second and goal here. He's going to go ahead and have a bunch to the right-hand side. Kadarius Toney leading that bunch in the slide. He's going to send Connor out, making it an obvious pass play unless Daniel Jones about to get sticky. He drops back, clean pocket. He's going to take off. Did I predict the future? No, he got laid the fuck out. Third and goal.
Yeah, sticky right into the defender.
He brought it right to him, and I don't think he should be doing that too many more times in this game if he wants to pull it out.
Yeah, he kind of got sucked into that one, not going to lie.
Yes, he did.
I expect the drags here from our man Warren. Let's see how the Texans play on defense here, making a few adjustments. Put a spy now on Daniel Jones, who's got a little bit of wheels. Jones drops back, 4-man rush. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be brought down. And a fumble. Fumblerooski. It is picked up by the Texans. 55. Does he have the speed? That's Jerry Hughes Jr., former Texas Christian. Horned Frog. Going to take this back to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And he is in
my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, that's something you see all the time in Madden 23. You got to be so careful, especially in the red zone at the goal line when you're throwing the ball. They just instantly, automatically give those forced fumbles from the quarterback. And that time, oh my God, what a game changer.
My goodness. Yeah, that's just a massive momentum swing right there. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Warren's the one that got the ball first, right?
Warren did get the ball first, and then now Houston takes the lead 7-0. Actually, you know what? Texans got the ball first. My mistake.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Texans got the ball first, but nonetheless, what a huge swing there. What looked like it's a 14-point swing. It looked like the Giants were going to be able to go ahead and get in for 7 points. Now it's flipped to the other side. Texans able to go ahead and get that score. Now the Giants reeling on just a little bit, but you know what? Nothing that Warren's never seen before.
It's the complete opposite of how the NFC Championship game went for Warren, right? Like he gets that early pick 6, and now we got it. Oh, and Jameis Winston's in already.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting choice there. It is going to be a dump off to John Ross. John Ross brought down Roquan Smith already, a couple big tackles, and that's going to be for no gain, 2nd and 10. Here comes our hurry, but know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Jameis Winston in shotgun formation. He's got James Conner in the backfield. The cancer boy is someone. And that is the end of the first quarter. Put your 2s in the chat.
Oh my goodness.
I got to ask, what are your thoughts about Jameis Winston going in?
I mean, this is a huge story if he stays in the game. I mean, it is 8:18 in the East Coast. It is less than an hour since he was signed by this team, and he's taking snaps in the Super Bowl. Incredible.
It might have been an injury we didn't know about, but Daniel Jones is already back in the game. Daniel Jones, but here's the pressure. He gets it out. It is caught by James Conner. James Conner getting a little sticky, and then brought down, able to get yards, but really looked like a disaster play, able to get 3.
Yeah, P-Town's good about bringing the heat, and honestly, despite having the Texans roster, he's very good out of man coverage most of the time.
Daniel Jones, empty set, obvious passing situation here. Sterling Shepard on the left-hand side. He likes Kadarius Toney in this situation. That route is somewhat open. He throws it up the seam and almost caught on the tip, and then it's going to fall to the ground. 4th and 7. Here comes the punt units.
Oof. Wow, that's a pretty interesting animation right there. But good discipline by P-Town, hitting X to swat it. When you press Y in those situations, it can bite you in the ass. So good job right there.
Might have been the first time, too, in this game that, Warren just completely missed a read because he definitely had the corner route wide open. And obviously, as spectators for us here, it's very easy to see what's open. But, yeah, he absolutely missed the corner route there.
Here we go. Davis Mills going to go under center here. This is the first time they've had a ball in a while. He's going to go with a rollout here. He's got B if he wants him. He throws it up to him. B able to go ahead and get it. Darnell Mooney with a little bit of speed.
Wow.
And he's got room. He's going to go 10-5. Touchdown, Texans.
Oh, man, this number one offense in the league is rolling. Oh, my God. P-Town loves those single-back play-action rollouts. Not that he runs the ball very often, but he loves those play concepts. And that time, wow, what a play.
You see on the instant replay brought to you by Alex Gossett. Able to go ahead and get that one in. Darnell Mooney takes it to the moon. Now we're going to go back live. 14-0. Houston Texans, that damn prediction looking pretty good so far. And like you said, Hero, this is the complete opposite that Warren experienced in the NFC Championship game. Let's see if he's able to be like Cody and get himself back in the game.
Yeah, it's been a rough like 2 to 3 minutes game time here for Warren. He's got to lock back in. I mean, same situation that Cody was in. I think it was 11-0 or 14-0. You correct me if I'm wrong there, CMass, but he's just going to have to put a drive together here.
He's got like a book.
Obvious man defense there. And then James Conner, if he shugs that one off, he might be gone, although he doesn't quite have the speed. But 2nd and 6 nonetheless.
Yeah, big development in this game. P-Town's got the Leica book M factor, can see all of Warren's primary receivers. So that is huge on defense. It really restricts what Warren can do on offense. So, that is a big deal.
Not going to lie, I saw the RPO, and I just thought we were watching Warren's stream for a second because it looked like it was just an RPO setup. Here comes Roquan Smith, and he throws it up the field, and that kind of backfired on him. Jumping for that route, Kadarius Toney for the first down, and almost already getting that M factor off.
Yeah, ideally he gets rid of that as quickly as possible because not only does it show the primary route, but you get the sense of whether or not it's a run or pass as well.
Exactly.
So
and then that's huge in a nutshell right there. And he's got Toney if he wants him. That was the route that was shown. He throws it up to Toney. Toney makes a big play. Former Florida Gators. A kid's a dog. Able to go ahead and bring that one in 1st and 10.
Yeah, Warren just cooking out of this gun tight. P-Town just staying in man coverage in those situations, and Warren's just taking advantage of it.
Oh, Finn with a gifted sub to Tim. Tim, I don't know why you weren't already subbed, but that's okay. Finn's got you. Finn, I appreciate you. Go ahead and get the sub and coming in the stream with us. Daniel Jones going ahead and drop back. Only a 3-4-man rush. He wants to throw it. He's left there, and he's able to get that one out. Kadarius Toney, another big play. Daniel Jones twice now getting that ball out when he's getting sacked. 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, maybe Jameis Winston needs to come in if they get one more play like that.
Shoot, I thought he made the play despite the offensive line here. Obvious man coverage. This is DeAndre Hopkins territory, if you ever ask me. And he's going to head and make a few adjustments, drops back. He's going to head dump it down. Almost a great user play by P-Town. Now a 3rd and 1 here. In decision time, you got a whole playbook open.
Yep. And Finn with a great Madden take in the chat. P-Town does allow cover 2-man under, and he's using the safety in those situations. The corners are always looking for safety help over the top, so it's actually really easy to hit a vertical route over the top. Maybe Warren can potentially take advantage of that in the future.
And this is a tight set that he really likes to do. It is going to be a trap play. Hands it off to Connor. Connor able to go ahead and get that one for the 1st down.
Yeah, good field vision right there by Warren. He cuts left there initially. I think he might have gotten stopped and just like a slight little cut back right and get through the hole there. Big pickup for him as he looks to cut back into this deficit.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Giants again driving, and they haven't really had that much of an issue driving in this game. It's a matter of scoring when they get into that red area. And then drops back. Here comes the pressure. Picked up nicely. He's got a man underneath. He throws it. Intercepted by Petrie. Petrie makes the play for the Texans, and they are rolling in this Super Bowl.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, in that man coverage, on those corner routes and man coverage, sometimes it's just not the move to throw it. And in that situation, that's exactly what Warren did, and he really paid the price for it. Wow, what a turn.
Hand off to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs got a hole here. Able to go ahead. Oh, I thought he was going to break that one. Able to go ahead and get a big 1st down.
I mean, that pick almost kind of that pick just shocked me. I mean, he was actually moving the ball so well. Kind of the same thing with the fumble too. I mean, just 2 very unexpected turnovers. And I mean, P-Town's in complete control right now.
P-Town gets a touchdown here. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
No, 9-time Super Bowl champion Austin Raposa has something to say about those kinds of plays, but he did not listen to Austin on that.
What would Austin Raposa say? Take which defense gives you underneath there?
No. It was just something about a little corny phrase he came up with that on the first day of this game, and it's you can't forget it when you hear it.
Okay, well, are you planning on sharing it with us, or are you just gonna blue ball us for the whole stream?
It was something like, when it's on zone, it's a line. When it's man, it's a dime. So right there, he bulleted it in that situation. It really cost him.
Yeah, interesting.
I appreciate that little nugget there from Austin Raposa, 9-time better league champion. Now New Orleans Saints, followed by R. Kohler. I'm going to call you that. R. Kohler, appreciate the follow. Davis Mills now in shotgun formation. He's got trips to the left-hand side. His tight end, O.J. Howard, over there. He's going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is going to get tackled in the backfield. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, if you're Warren here, man, you're really trying to hold him from scoring any points. You do start the ball in the second half if you're Warren here, so you just can I get a stop here and maybe get the ball back and at least put like a field goal on the board.
Davis Mills, same formation here. This is a steel lover play here if he's in the chat. he played.
Yeah, just no escape artist though.
Yeah, no steal, no Kyler Murray to go ahead and bounce it out to the outside. That is the 2-minute warning here in the chat. 2nd and 11. Dan, I'm gonna put you in Warren's shoes here. How do you settle yourself back in?
You just got to play your game. All it takes is one good defensive stop. It doesn't have to be a turnover, just a good defensive series.
Oh, McKinney's got this. No, he doesn't. That's a touchdown. Turnout takes it to the moon for the touchdown.
Wow. And you know what? Just when Finn said that P-Town was doing it, Warren running some 2-man under and biting down with the safety. P-Town takes advantage with a bomb over the top. Wow.
What a dime. As Warren would say, McKinney is way too slow to be able to get to that one there. 20-0, and P-Town just did what Finn was trying to say Warren should do, which is take advantage of the safety being used and going deep, and there it is. Now 21-0, just as we all expected. The Texans Giants making the Super Bowl, obviously, and then P-Town just laying it on Warren in the first half. He's got under 2 minutes. I mean, if you're Warren, you gotta walk away with some points, Hero. Am I right in this situation?
Oh yeah, you absolutely need points. It almost feels like you need a touchdown at this point, quite honestly.
I mean, you need some sort of momentum or confidence builder. Jones has got a little bit of time. Just kidding. He's brought down for the sack. 2nd and 18. What a coverage sack by the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, just his defense is just eating right now. This is incredible out of the very lowly ranked Houston Texans.
Burp Slurp with the follow. I appreciate it. I see the little crown on you, so you must have gotten a gifted sub at some point. Appreciate you tuning in. Daniel Jones drops back. Only 3-man rush. He's got a little bit of time. He wanted Hopkins, not there. Just again, another coverage sack by the Houston Texans with a timeout.
Yeah, but like Warren's got to be running some more, quick reads right here. Get a zig out there. Get a little bit of running back flat route. I don't know. He's just he's going for the deep bomb, and it's just costing him because there's nothing open after a couple seconds with his defense eating.
Texans just going ahead and drop him back. It seems like almost everybody. 3rd and 26, and a man. I don't know how I feel about this man-to-man defense in this situation, but he's going to go ahead and drop back. Only 3-man rush. He's got a little bit of time. He's got Hopkins. That's going to be intercepted. The worst pass I've ever seen. Number 6. Could there be a pick 6? No. He is brought down at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for these Texans. With the oh my God, we might see a Jameis Winston come in.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's just right now. It is not Daniel Jones' fault. It's I mean, just a 1 or 2 bad reads and that fumble as well. It's just he might think it's a little bit more Daniel Jones. I don't know if What are you gonna say?
I'm sure Winston's coming in, but I mean, Warren did exactly what you can't do in that situation. When you're backed up like that, you cannot throw a pick. You can't force it.
He's got and then Davis Mills doing Davis Mills things. Throws it out of bounds with his best Daniel Jones impersonation. 2nd and 10.
What's crazy is P-Town has literally had to do essentially nothing on offense. He has 4 passes. That's it. And he has a 21-point lead.
Finn saying it ain't over. So we shall see. Here comes the play action. I'm not seeing anybody open. Here comes the pressure, and he throws that one away. Now a 3rd and 10 for Davis Mills. And if I don't see a run play here, I'd be shocked.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's P-Town we're talking about here. I think he's going to pass the ball here, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, so P-Town has a reputation of being called P-Clown sometimes, and we could see a little bit of P-Clown moves to get Warren back in this game. I don't know.
Drops back. X maybe. He's going to dump it down to B underneath. B, get the hit stick over for a first down. He does. Timeout. 1st and goal for the Texans.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's not P-Town's MO, man. His MO is not to play conservative. He's going to sling it regardless.
Hey, man, it worked out there, and he's got one timeout left, so he can still run the ball. It is going to be a hit off to Jacobs, and Jacobs going to be brought down for a loss, and he's going to use that timeout. Oh, Giants used the timeout, saved it for him.
Yeah, in a sense, I know Warren can't be allowing any points right now, but him getting first down on that and not a touchdown just really hurt and killed Warren because it's he can't get this ball back now.
Mills trying to roll out, nothing there, throws it upfield. Oh my goodness, and that's going to be roughing the passer, I think. A late call on Dexter Lawrence. Clemson Tiger, 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Still has a run option with that timeout in his back pocket.
Oh my! It just gets worse for Warren there.
Warren can't catch a break.
No, he cannot.
Lucky for him, there's a whole nother second half here for this game, but you got to make sure he doesn't get a touchdown here. Oh, he might have had a. No, and he forces it. Oh, just kidding. We got a dong back there. I think Alex has got PTSD from that sound. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, P-Town, good thing he didn't force it because that could have been a lurk 6 right there. Anything would do here. Even if he took a knee and kicked the field goal. Not that he'd do that.
Here comes the pressure, and it's picked up nicely. He's trying to roll out. Nobody's there. Davis Mills with the wheels trying to take off. He's going to be brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau brings him down inbounds in the timeout from the Giants.
Yeah, Warren does get the ball. Warren does get the ball start half. So, any kind of points, make sure you don't turn this ball over on this play.
Texans, he wanted X. It's not there. Picked up nicely. Again, throws it away. 4th down. Good job by this Giants defense.
Yeah, I like the composure out of P-Town there. He had 2 reads that he just threw away that easily could have been lurked. That he didn't force them. He's playing smart right now offensively.
24-0. Steele says that Warren hasn't even sniffed the end zone. Obviously, he hasn't watched the full game, where we've watched the Giants kind of go down the field with ease and then turn the ball over. Sorry you missed the first part of the game, Steele, but I appreciate you coming in for the second part. John Ross trying to take it out of the end zone. Oh, getting a little sticky. Warren a little got stick, if you ask me. 1st and 10 now. One time out in his back pocket. 12 seconds left. How aggressive are you here, Hero?
I mean, you're down 24 points. You just go to a play that maybe you feel pretty comfortable with. It's, you certainly don't want to throw another pick and give up another 3 points. So you got to be smart about it, but you can, be a little bit aggressive.
Jameis Winston drops back, clean pocket. He throws it upfield, and it's starting to look like not. I mean, Jameis Winston was just eating crab legs a few days ago, not expecting to be playing in this Super Bowl, and here we are.
Oh my God.
I'll be honest with you. I just don't agree with switching quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, considering Daniel Jones is the one that got you here. But
but the time runs out. Oh, I thought that was going to be an all-timer, but the time runs out.
God.
We're going to watch that on the instant replay.
Oh my goodness. What a prayer, and oh my, he just journaled too after that. He could have gotten really sticky, but just a last second tackle just completely saved the Texans from a game changer. That would have completely flipped the game.
That would have been a ton of momentum going into halftime. I feel a little bit of momentum there, and it did take it down. That M factor's gone. So a little bit of momentum going. Put your threes in the chat. I already see a few people doing it. John Ross able to go ahead and get this right around the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, I'm going to start with you. Dan, what adjustments do you got to make if the New York Giants to get yourself back in this game?
Well, I don't think Warren's been playing particularly too bad. P-Town's definitely been the better user in this game, but Warren isn't that far behind. He's just got to, limit, the destructive plays. He he put himself in a hole, got a little bit of an unfortunate break, but he's just kept digging himself deeper and deeper and deeper. He's got to do plays to get himself out of it.
God, I think he's a little bit more patient there. He'll have that wide receiver again. You know, the eye in the sky doesn't lie, so it's easy for us. 2nd and 2 for the Giants. All right, Jameis Winston going to be in shotgun formation. He's going to have trips to the right-hand side. DeAndre Hopkins going to head and leading that pack over there in the tight end over to the left. I haven't seen James Conner in a while, probably because he's down by a lot. He's going to go ahead and hit the man underneath, and that is going to be Kadarius Toney. Can he make a man miss? No. Brought down inbounds by 21, 1st and 10. Jameis Winston, you know, obviously a little stat padded from that DeAndre Hopkins, but not too bad other than one throw.
Yeah, and you know what, CMass, a great point you made about the Hopkins catch. The Leica book is gone, so now Warren can play offense a lot more comfortably. So gives him a little bit more confidence to maybe put a drive together and get back in this game.
Jameis Winston shotgun formation, and you know what? This is what P-Town's defense does well, and they play the pass well, and they blitz well. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins just kidding. They can't play the pass worth shit. DeAndre Hopkins able to go ahead and get that one for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this is the most man coverage I've seen in a BL game since Deal spammed it in Madden 21 with his Panthers team.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. That's kind of how I felt in the wild card round. I was like, oh my God, this man coverage.
Connor's got a little bit of hold. DeAndre Hopkins is the last block. Does he have the speed? It looks like he might. James Conner.
He does.
No, he's short of the 1 yard line. Big play nonetheless.
Honestly, that's exactly what you needed from if you're Warren, right? Like you need a kind of a quick strike coming out of the half, and in less than 2 minutes, he's already in the red zone.
Jameis Winston in for the touchdown.
Nice.
Wow, from couch to end zone, Jameis Winston.
Nice. We're watching instant replay of James Conner. Go ahead and break that one. Just impeccable blocking. DeAndre Hopkins downfield, and the panic tackles were not able to work there. And he's going to go for 2, so we're going to go back live. Go for 2 to make it a 3-score game. Make it a 2-score game now. Jameis Winston making a few adjustments, and this is a pretty famous play everybody likes to run. He's going to throw it directly to the wrong team. Almost had a chance still, and now 24-6 there. Dan, what was the thoughts there going for 2?
Obviously, he's down 24, so you got to make it to be down 16 and make it a 2-possession game. Now it's 3 possessions, but honestly, I think Warren just closed his eyes and trying to hit the post or something because I don't think there was much to do on that play.
24-6, Texans taking over. You're the Giants. You got to force some sort of turnover or a 3 and out. Here comes the counter to Jacobs. Jacobs able to go ahead and shake off a couple, and then brought down for a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, if you're Warren here, man, you just gotta get one stop, and I think the momentum really starts to swing back in your direction. As I'm just gonna say it's probably going to Mooney right here. Could be wrong.
Could be. It's directly to Mooney, and that is knocked down. Great job by the defense there. That's a little bit of a cheesy play. Really good in the red zone, not so good right there in the open field, 3rd and 7.
Yep, definitely got beat on that one in the wild card round.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looked very familiar.
Given game situation and everything, this is probably the biggest down of the game right now. 3rd and 7, own 28. Warren can get that stop that he desperately needs to get back in it.
Look for the curl.
Yeah, I think he might be looking for that curl here.
Yeah, it is covered. He throws it up to Mooney. Good read by Pete Town, able to go ahead and get the 1st down.
Great dot by P-Town, but Warren got stuck on the D-line. That's really unfortunate to see on such a critical down like that.
Nothing worse than getting caught on the D-line. Mills is going to go ahead and drop back. He wants the drags. He's going to go ahead and throw it to the tight end. Tight end brought quickly down by Collins. Able to go ahead and get 4 yards, though, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, P-Town's just taking what Warren gives him right there. A nice little 4-yard gain on 1st down. It's nice little, start to this set of downs.
Davis Mills drops back. Here comes the pressure off the edge. He's not able to get there. And then the wheel is open. And that was the weirdest animation I've seen in a while. 3rd and 6 now for a little bit of a break for Warren.
Yeah, he just teleported out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and I haven't said it tonight yet, but P-Town's probably the best freeformer in this league so far.
Oh, he got him. He got the user there. And Darnell Mooney again with a 2nd big 3rd down conversion on this drive.
That was huge.
The classic Z spot and go. It can pretty much get a user once a game if you time it properly.
Mills drops back. He wants X not there. RB might be instead. He's going to play it safe. He's just going to go ahead and roll out and then avoid one defender and take an unnecessary hit. And that is a 2nd and 11 now after that one.
Yeah, I think he ran verticals again at a bunch, and I think he might have been staring down B because probably a little frustration of missing that read, or that throw, rather.
Seen this play on YouTube a lot. He's going to go ahead and drop back, throws it up to B. Mooney wide open, able to go ahead and get that in for the toe drag swag. Now 1st and goal from the 3.
Oh, man. Warren needed a defensive stop so badly, and now P-Town's moving it with ease. This is just a nightmare for the Giants.
Going to be a handoff to Jacobs here. The Giants expecting run, but he's got a clear path. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it, but I think that effectively puts this game away. I mean, this is not an easy Madden to just drive down the field over and over again. And I mean, the way P-Town's playing right now, a 25-point game, that's a lot to make up in one quarter here.
31-6 is the new 28-3, says Alex. I don't know about that, but it is around that same time frame in the game as John Ross takes this one out of the end zone. Get a little sticky with it, not able to do so. Is going to be short of the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Giants, and the time is the biggest enemy besides the score.
Yeah, you're right about that. And Warren, when he's been having to drive the ball downfield and P-Town's expecting it, he's kind of been struggling. So we'll see if he can even get a drive together. He needs something.
Winston drops back. He wants the corner for Tony. It's not there. He might take a shot here. No, he's going to go ahead and roll out. Throws it upfield to Tony. Tony comes back for the ball. Able to go ahead and get it.
Oh, my gosh.
Fumble.
Oh, my gosh.
Picks it up. He's going to go toss it back. Trying to get a little fancy with it. Brought down to the 35-yard line. And at Hero, I feel a little bit better about you saying it now.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny about that, though, is, like Dan's comment a little bit earlier, yeah, sometimes P-Town does the P-clown, and absolutely no reason to throw that ball backwards on a lateral, given the circumstances right there. But
Mills making a few adjustments here. And he's still passing. And then he's going to go ahead and drop back and just immediately throws it to A. And Robinson able to make a play. O.J. Howard able to get a couple yards there on 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, this is just incredible. We expected this to be a good game, a close game. I know we got a lot of Warren stands in the chat. It's just been a blowout. P-Town's has been blowing the doors out of him. It's not necessarily all Warren's fault either, but wow, what a scoreline this is.
Throws it upfield, and that's an interception. Darnay Holmes trying to do his best to get this Giants team back. And Darnay Holmes, he says, get on my back. I'm going to get this Giants team back in the Super Bowl, but he's going to run out of steam here. But nobody's going to be able to catch him. Oh, Brandon Cooks, holy shit, here he comes.
God, he's running.
Touchdown, Giants.
Oh, my God.
The corner just bulldozed an offensive lineman, I'm pretty sure, right there.
Life?
Yeah, it might be life.
And we talked about it before the half and everything like that. P-Town, he can't get away from being aggressive. That's just who he is. But if you just sit on this ball, you win this game. Now Warren has some sort of prayer now. That completely changed it to the fact that hey, maybe Warren can still be in this game.
There is a chance, but he needs another turnover or a 3-and-out here to be able to go ahead and get it before the 4th quarter starts. Let's see if Davis Mills gets a little less aggressive. And this is the 3rd time he's run this concept here. It is going to be a rollout here, and he's going to throw it immediately to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is going to be brought down inbounds for a 2-yard gain.
Well, P-Town is in a stock playbook, and I know that is like a top Madden thing. You got to be in stock. But, with that, the caveat with that is in a game like this, one of your best stuff, you're just going to be repeating a lot of stuff, cycling through everything.
Hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs got him a little bit. There's Darnay Holmes again. He says, get on my back, team. 3rd and 7.
Boy. Oh, boy. I might have spoke too soon. I mean, if he gets a stop right here, I mean, you just don't know.
A lot of curls here. For the free former Davis Mills. I'm not seeing anybody open. He's going to force it. And then Josh Jacobs able to go ahead and get the 1st down. Huge 1st down by Josh Jacobs.
I mean, he had the curl on the left side for seconds. I was really worried he'd force it over there, but good job taking the dump off and able to get those yards for the first down. Huge.
Davis Mills, shotgun formation here. This will be the first time he's called this type of play. Let's see how successful it is. He's going to dump it down to him. Collins is there, but he's not able to make the play. Josh Jacobs, slow down a little bit. Use your blockers. There you go. Josh Jacobs able to go ahead and get a big play there down to the 46. Ladies and gentlemen, 2, 1. Put your 4s in the chat.
Oh my God. I heard something in the background there. I don't know what that was, but it sounded like shut the heck up.
We might need some FCC violations or something.
Oh my goodness.
I guess I'll whisper. Davis Mills drops back. Dump it down to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs able to go ahead and get that one for about 6 yards.
I mean, that's totally on her for watching TV in there at the same time, right?
I plead the fifth. Davis Mills, shotgun formation. He drops back. He wants to hit those guys underneath. They're not there. Oh, that could be intercepted. Oh, I thought Kevin King might get a little bit of animation there.
So did I. So did I.
3rd and 2.
Wow. That kind of looked like that animation from the NFC Championship game there a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
that's
nearly
what I thought
had
was
the pick on the outside. Yeah.
It is going to be hit off to Jacobs here. Jacobs able to get another big first down for this Texans team.
Yeah, just kind of given the circumstances right now, you see Warren kind of being a little bit aggressive, trying to plug the holes there and maybe shoot one of the gaps, but obviously he misses right there, and another fresh set of downs, and really when you look at the clock, look at the time here, as long as P-Town just kind of takes care of the ball, it's going to be very, very difficult for Warren to make this comeback here.
And he just keeps moving the chains.
Yeah.
He's finding a way. Drops back, about a 15-step drop. Able to go ahead. Renfro, who gets knocked out of bounds. First down again for the Texans.
And yet again, this clock's just going to keep moving. Well, we'll move when they set it down.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, P-Town, what a drive. What a bounce-back drive for him.
Drops back. I'm not seeing anybody open. He could throw a jump ball if he's feeling, shifty with it. Instead, he's going to take an unnecessary hit and does not fumble. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I think someone said it in the chat earlier. Warren's just getting no sheds. Like, his D-line is not helping him out right now. And Houston definitely winning the trench game, the game down low. So really hurting Warren, but what are you going to do?
Josh Jacobs tries to break it outside. He will go ahead and get a good chunk there, make it a manageable 3rd and 4.
I got to be honest. I haven't noticed that myself, Dan, but the chat might be right on that.
Davis Mills is going to send O.J. Howard in motion. Drops back. Here comes that pressure, and he's able to get to him. Davis Mills brought down for a big 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit.
Oh, I thought he had no mid-blitz in his playbook.
You can't be in BO without the mid blitz. What are you talking about?
No. That's like pretty much a requirement.
Yeah,
exactly. In Alex Gossett's league.
Cloud makes a good point. He says after the game we should make P-Town show us what profile he's set to rookie or if he's set to all Madden.
Oh, that's
oh my gosh. That is a very controversial statement to be making during the Super Bowl. I'll be honest with you.
We might have to be timing his kick meter. See if it's more consistent with rookie.
Slow it is, yeah. It's Davis Mills is somehow the quarterback that Warren couldn't stop after going through Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, says Kumar. Yeah, Davis Mills is just different apparently, especially on allegedly rookie mode. James Conner able to go ahead and break a couple tackles there, able to bring it down 2nd and 2. Can you imagine what a controversy that was? I don't even want to feed into it, but can you imagine?
Oh yeah, yeah. I have no comment about that.
Jameis Winston drops back. We're gonna ignore it. Innocent until proven guilty. He's gonna go ahead and dump it down to Tony, able to go ahead and get both feet in. Just under 4 minutes left. Down by 3 scores, 21 points. It's just not a lot of time here, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much over. I mean, at this point, you'd have to pray for an onside kick, which is something you can never ask for.
He's giving DeAndre Hopkins an opportunity here. Let's see if he takes it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He throws it up to him. Oh, wow. He baited the hell out of him. Smith with a big interception, and now I think we can go ahead and say potentially this one might be sealed.
Yeah, this is I'm gonna chalk it up right now. Congratulations to P-Town.
Congratulations to Ocho. Davis Mills going to go under center here, and I'm going to take a moment here. Oh God, I'm going to take a moment here to say I'm a little sick that the P-Town led Falcons from last cycle are going to win a Super Bowl before me. But here we are. The Texans looking like they're going to be able to clear this one out. We got a little bit of time left. Hero, I want to hear your thoughts on this Texans team and their performance today.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give P-Town credit, right? I mean, what he's been able to do with this roster. I'll be honest with you, some of the trades that he made going into the season, I was like, I don't know, if those are, really trades you want to be making, right off the rip, sending, multiple first-round picks. I think 2 first-round picks to Chicago, to get Josh Jacobs. He gets Hunter Renfrow. He gets Roquan Smith, Darrell Mooney. So, I mean, he made a bunch of moves, and it didn't seem like, initially that he was really in contention, just, based on the roster itself. But, I mean, he's proven that he can really move the ball very efficiently when he needs to. And, I mean, certainly starting to, show himself as a force, obviously, in BL. And, I mean, my little plug is, I only lost by 2 points in the wild card round. So, it feels good to have lost to the ultimate Super Bowl champion here.
Dan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier in the broadcast, I've been most impressed by P-Town this season. He really elevated this Texans team. And I think his play with Davis Mills has just been phenomenal. I said he really likes to freeform it. Best freeformer in this league, I think. He really figured out that mechanic and able to, master it in a sense. So big props to him. And he came into the cycle like a little cocky too. Like, we can say that in retrospect, a little bit revisionist, like he knew what was going on, but like what we saw him like make these statements and make these bold statements, like I'm gonna take this team all the way, I swear. Like especially on that reveal night, we all laughed at him. Yep. And you know what? He's backed up every word. Season 1 champ.
And I forget what I was going to say as Rebecca's massaging my back as she feels bad for telling me to shut the up on stream.
Good for her.
She doesn't feel bad. She just wants it in return, I'm sure. Jameis Winston in a shotgun formation here. Ooh, he's going to go ahead and drop back. And I'm just not seeing anybody. He go ahead and throw it up the field for Shepard. Not quite the guy you want, but he's not able to make the play 4th and 2. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Sorry to cut anybody off that was about to speak. What I was going to say that, P-Town's one of those guys like in the preseason that was just really grind, always asking if people could play and was always trying to play and was practicing. I played him multiple times and he won some, I won some, and he just was really grinding, and that work really looks like it paid off. Winston drops back. He's going to throw it upfield to Hopkins. I think he's got this one, though. No! Great play by Smith to get his hand into it. And that's a turnover. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I can officially say it now. Congratulations to these Houston Texans led by P-Town on their victory. Super Bowl 40 champions.
Wow. Just so incredible. We could talk big picture, too, like history of this league. There are so many users that never won a championship. That are well esteemed. There's you, of course, CMass. You've come close a few times. Little Alex has never won. A guy like Chase has never won. The man who shall never be named again came close many times, never won a ring. But P-Town. Who would have ever thought that P-Town would get a ring before all those other guys?
Not me.
So, really, congratulations to him. He really have elevated himself this season and deserves to be in that Hall of Champions. 100%.
Hero.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I didn't hear you. No, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to P-Town. I think the point you were making, I would just reinforce that as, he really has been the one user that really stood out in terms of like really putting a lot of time into this Madden. I mean, whether it was the preseason tournament or just looking for, some head-to-head, games in the general chat. I mean, it it almost got to the point where it was, Phil and P-Town, like, every 30 minutes it felt like in the general chat, like looking for a game. And, P-Town and I played a couple times, like, before the season actually started. And, to Dan's point, like very good free form and all that kind of stuff as the confetti starts to come down here. But yeah, I mean, P-Town absolutely deserves it, with the way he's been playing.
Texans, I just keep going back, like you said, core memory. In Chicago, P-Town getting laughed at for taking these Texans, getting laughed at making some of these trades for some of these players like Roquan Smith and Josh Jacobs, getting laughed at with Davis Mills with his neck roll. And now, who's the one laughing? P-Town. He's the final laugh of season 40 as Davis Mills lifts that Super Bowl trophy. I mean, who you guys' thoughts as far as Super Bowl MVP for this game?
Is it Mooney? Maybe. I feel like Mooney had some, pretty standout plays throughout this game. If my memory aids me correctly, I think he had about 150 yards and at least one touchdown. So, if I had to take a guess, I'm going Mooney.
I'll give it to the whole Texans defense. Just played phenomenal. Both the AI players, the people on the field, as well as the coach, the user. So, yeah, that's who I give it to.
And now we give the opportunity, as tradition, to let the Super Bowl winning coach go first. P-Town, your thoughts on the game?
Oh man, one second, fellas. 1 second. Let me prove to everybody that I'm not on rookie, real quick.
Somebody was listening in. Although, Pete, how shitty would you feel if you pulled it up and then you realized you were on rookie?
Dude, that would be something horrendous, bro. Oh, I'm on All Pro. Hey, boy, cancel me.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh.
dude, holy shit! Who would have guessed this was gonna happen, huh?
Oh boy.
Fucking,
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh boy.
yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah.
We're gonna cut the stream. All right, Pete Town, go ahead. Go ahead with your thoughts on the game.
Yeah. No problem. Dude, man, it was just crazy. I was super nervous coming into this. The last time I beat Warren was like 2 years ago, I think, man. Warren's just had my number, like, every time we played. Dude's an absolute fucking dog. He got hoed penalties, fumbles, and jump balls. DeAndre Hopkins was just a shell of himself this game, man. So, yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say, man. It hasn't fully, hit yet that I won the Super Bowl. I'm just running on adrenaline right now, man. Just fucking locked in.
P-Town, I want to get your thoughts. What was your game plan coming in, and did we see exactly kind of what you had planned, or did things happen on the fly that ended up working out for you? Kind of give me your thoughts before game, and then how it played out, and your thoughts through that.
I know he loves the post routes, man. Post routes and corner routes. So I kind of try to focus a lot on. I like to shade outside a lot, but he likes to run inside post. So I was just like, hey, take away the middle of the field, the deep middle of the field, make him drive the ball, and just see what he could do. I mean, if he's gonna nickel and dime me with drag routes, out routes, and all that stuff, then it is what it is. I mean, it's hard enough to stop that even when you're thinking about it. But giving up chunk plays makes it so much harder for people to not score against you. So just going into it, I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna switch on to everybody. I'm gonna swat the ball. I'm gonna go for picks. And if he's going to throw the one-on-one balls, we'll just see what happens.
Dan?
Yeah, P-Town, congratulations. Thank you for reading the rule book, finally. I know you were quizzing us and everything about that. I just want to know, you said you were going to win this Super Bowl, or you said you were going to take this team to glory, and no one believed you, right? But what I want to ask is, when did you practically believe that you could win a ring in this league?
Honestly, it was during the preseason, man. I don't know if you guys are looking in the chat, but my guy Alan, bro, I am Alan B. We've been labbing, man. We would play multiple games a day, man. And when I realized that nobody can really stop me from dropping like 35 to 40 points a game, I just kind of knew. I mean, with how everybody else plays offense and how they struggle to not turn the ball over, that's when I really believed in myself. And I was like, hey, look, I got a team, and I just got to make this team match my play style. And I feel like I did that pretty well. I mean, I'm usually known for being a jump ball memer, but I like to think that I make really good reads, and I don't just throw 50-50 balls all the time. So, I went out and I got me a Hunter Renfro that runs routes. Yeah, he's short and slow like Lil Alex says, but fuck Lil Alex. So that's
Awesome.
my guy, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my question I was kind of talking about there at the end of the stream is just, I mean, obviously you just won the Super Bowl, but do you feel like you made the right roster moves to put yourself in a position to actually win this thing? Like, we were talking about it, like, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfro, Mooney, Roquan Smith, like all those guys. I was saying at the end of the stream there, it felt like you just kind of sold out for this first season, but it looked like it actually paid off. I mean, obviously you just won the Super Bowl, but would you have done it any differently?
Honestly, I just trade with the only people that were able to trade with me. Nobody else looked at this team and was like, yeah, dude, I'll give you my best players for a couple first round picks. But
Yeah.
no, I don't know, man. The AFC is so tough, bro. I mean, there's a game versus you. I barely won by 2 points. I wouldn't be here. It took a last second heroic play from Mooney to put me in the field goal range to beat Phil to get here, man. So I can't say the NFC can shut up now. I mean, the AFC playoffs were decided by like 2 points both games, and you got the NFC just blowing people out left and right. So
Pete Town,
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we could probably put that NFC thing to rest just for maybe for a season.
Just for the first season, yeah.
Yeah.
Pete Town, congratulations. We'll get to you before the end, before we cut the stream to get your final thoughts. But now we're going to migrate over to Warren and get his thoughts on this one. Obviously, a tough loss for the New York Giants. Warren, your thoughts on the game before we get to questions.
I'm probably just going to send myself to the Shadow Realm. From the opening kickoff, it felt weird, and not like just difficulty, like there was like a slight tick, and like I didn't even feel like I just played a game. Like I don't know what just happened. like I was like playing, but nothing. It was just a very odd experience. Like everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and it just was like such a weird experience. Like I felt like I didn't play the game. Like it was just some weird. I have no idea how to explain it. It was super weird. I mean, credit to P-Town for fucking putting it on me. So, but I don't even know. That was like such a bad performance. Like I don't even play that bad if I tried. So I don't know how that even happens.
Certainly the worst I've seen you play for the most part. I mean, you still had some really good reads in there, but I want to get your thoughts on the quarterback changes. So, I mean, what were your thoughts? One, you signed Jameis Winston off the street like right before the game. Like you almost kind of had a preconceived notion like I might take Daniel Jones out pretty quick. So give me your thoughts on that quarterback and what made you want to pull the trigger and on switching it out and kind of go from there.
A post route to Hopkins, and it was like 12 yards to the left when it was nowhere near him. So I knew at that point he was cooked. And I think the game's like super momentum based, so I was trying to just saying if Daniel Jones has like that in him, like I'm just never gonna put him back on the field, and it happened, but that was a little too late.
I got you. If you do me a favor, I think you're a little far from your mic on that one, but let's go ahead, Austin. I'll let you go next on this one. Questions for Warren.
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of already alluded to it a little bit. Like you felt like the game experience was a little interesting. Was there a certain point in the game though where like it really felt like it kind of shifted? I think for me it kind of stood out. You drive the ball down the field, you're 8 of 9, you get into the red zone, and then that fumble. I mean, to me that just kind of stood out as like, okay, the momentum has shifted dramatically. Here early. After a good drive. But just curious to hear your thoughts about that.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you get a stop and then you drive down the field easy peasy and fumble 6. It's just like, it's awful. Again, like playing the game, it just felt off. Like, again, not like because it's all pro, but like it, like, you know what I mean? Like when I guess you don't connect well to the other person. Like when I played Cody, like my thing, it was like we're playing on like LAN. And then like with P-Town, it was a little off, and I guess I just couldn't adjust to like the differences. So felt like I was slow with a lot of like runs, and my reads were like a second late. And it just felt like, I don't know, But yeah, momentum wise, I think it's huge. The difference between the Cody game was he came back on me. I at no point like made this anything. It just was just like awful, like the entire time around.
Dan?
Yeah. First of all, congratulations for making it to this point. With the wretched Giants team, as you always talk about. It's a very disappointing way to end. Obviously, I just want to know, like, what was the turning point of this game for you? You thought,
when we loaded up, I think, honestly, like I know, like there was no point that, like, I don't know. It must have been the fumble 6, like that was previously mentioned, just because like it's a 14-point swing and a possession. So that right there, and his man coverage, like my guys were glued down most of the game, even on like routes that normally get open. They were just like, it was pretty insane. I mean, you saw at the end, even Hopkins one-on-one on a high ball, like just gets picked. I watched the Broncos dude just throw it up into triple coverage and gets catches. So I throw one-on-one and I get picked. So it was just one of those things that just happens. Obviously, P10's clicking on and making that play. So, again, good play by him. But overall, I mean, like, it just sucks to have to. I played the 3 best players in the league, I think, to get to this game. And then I lost the game that should be like the easy one. And that's just like facts for me. I just went through the gauntlet to get here. And maybe I blew my load too early at the Cody game or something, but whatever.
Premature ejaculation right before the Super Bowl. You hate to see it.
But no, props to P10. Not taking anything away from him, but the NFC's just in that regard. So it's just, anything can happen in one game, and P10 has the ultimate like degaff attitude that he just calls whatever plays that look awful. The play art's awful. Nothing looks like it's going to work, but he makes it work. So again, props to him on that.
He makes it work. Warren, congratulations, like Dan said, getting to this far. I expect to see you maybe make some NFC Championship games in the future. Love to see you there. Appreciate you coming on. P-Town, though, this is your moment. This is, you close out season 40. We'll get your final thoughts here, and we'll go ahead and end the stream and end season 40 and move on to the offseason.
All right. That's what Warren was saying. Yeah, he kind of got fucked that game. I mean, I'll be honest with you. He still didn't play like as good as he usually does, but he did get fucked, and I won't deny him from that. But yeah, basically, I just want to say, hey, shout out to everybody that laughed at me in that fucking hotel room. Shout out to Cody saying I wouldn't make it out to fucking past the wild card round. Shout out to everybody. I was the underdog in every fucking voting booth and every playoff game that I loaded into. And, everyone just helped me lock in, it just helped me get a little bit more fired up. Like, hey, come on, man, let's go out here. What's another fucking win? What's another win? So, just being able to lock in and do that. Davis Mills will not be the starting quarterback next season. You guys heard it here first. He will be on the block. He will be traded. I basically got something lined up, but I'm going to let that wait to the offseason. Okay. And, just thank y'all. I won my Super Bowl, so I could blow this team up now, go back to my 70 overall ways, and win in 5 games. So if you guys want my first-round picks, hey, hit me up.
I will say, you shout out to the haters, but Dan did say in this booth that he was confident that you would win this game. So, Dan is a big fan of yours, at least in this game. Congratulations, P-Town, and that's going to close out season 40 here on Better League Network. I'm your standard host, CMass. Thank you, Austin, for coming on. Thank you, Dan, for coming on.
Yep.
Both kind of last minute. There was a little bit of fluster there, but we were able to make it work. P-Town, again, congratulations. Should expect a van soon if it hasn't already been done. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. Look forward to the off season. Have a good one.